Good afternoon everyone, welcome to Birmingham. It's been a long time coming, but finally we're here. Very, very excited about a new era for Macklin, for Sky Sports and also for boxing in the Midlands. The first of our announcements today gives me huge pleasure to announce the signing of the very talented Frankie Gavin to the Macklin team, the current British, Commonwealth, WBA International, Intercontinental, Welterweight Champion, number 5 with the IBF, 10 with the WBA, and it's time to put the fun time back in Frankie Gavin. Long been an admirer of his skills. We all know he's one of the most talented fighters in the UK, and now we're going to get to see it on a huge platform as often as he wants to fight. Looking forward to working with Frankie and of course his coach Tom to really bring him back to the forefront of British and world boxing. Of course, he will first box on March the 28th on the huge Kelbrook Jojo Dan card in Sheffield, and we'll be here at the NIA for the first time in many years for our May the 9th show. The resurrection of boxing in the Midlands, and also the resurrection and rebirth of Frankie Gavin back to big time boxing. When Frankie came into the office a week or so ago, first thing I asked him is, do you ever smile? And he sort of looked at me and I said, have you enjoyed your career? He says, not really. And I said, you're supposed to be fun time Frankie Gavin. You've got all the skills, you've got all the ability, let's see it. And he perked up and he had a little spring in his step when he came back and walked out of the office, and it was good to see. And that's what it's all about. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about giving him the platform and the opportunities to box against the best as often as possible, and to make him smile again, because you're always at your best when you're smiling. And I'm so excited about this journey with him. Sits in a great position in the division across the governing bodies. Mandatory challenger for the European title. That's one we want to bring to Birmingham on May the 9th. And I'm very, very excited to see him out the first time. On March the 28th in Sheffield. To say a few words about Frankie and obviously the return to Birmingham, someone that was very influential in that move and someone that was very keen to come back here, had some great nights. Adam Smith from Sky Sports.
Thanks Eddie, yeah, very, very pleased to be back in Birmingham. It seems like too long, it seems a lifetime ago that we were here regularly at places like the Aston Villa Leisure Centre with the McCracken brothers, Robert and Spencer, really good times, and we obviously were here for Frankie's debut alongside Amir Khan and Billy Joe Saunders. We had a great fight with I think Matt Skelton that night and Martin Rogan, a really, really good atmosphere. We're also back again at the Magnificent Seven when Nathan Cleverley and Matthew Hall and Enzo Macronelli and others fought, and since then, you know, I've been really sad that we haven't been here in Birmingham. I think it's got huge potential. Look at this table, look at that poster. Really excited about everyone. The Yafai brothers, Sam Eglinton, I think has done terrifically well in the last few months, and particularly for me, Frankie Gavin. Got a big soft spot for Frankie. He was a wonderful, wonderful amateur. He has, as Eddie said, got all the skills in the world. But he'll tell you, I don't think he's made the best of his career so far. He needs to knuckle down. He needs to take this really, really seriously. And I think if he does, with the support of you guys in Birmingham and the fighters around him, I think he can become a world champion, because he has got that ability, and I'd really like to see him become a world champion, because so talented as a youngster, and if it comes to fruition for him, I think he'll do Birmingham proud. So delighted, and also have Matthew Macklin, a very friend of mine, back on the bill as well. So good to be back in Birmingham, and look forward to a terrific show, and the first of many.
Thanks, Alan, and fun time. Looking forward to the journey.
I can't wait, it's been brilliant. I'd first like to thank Eddie and Adam for bringing me on to Matchroom. I mean, it's the best platform in the world, I think, to be fair. I've been on BoxNation, not many people have seen me, so I've got now I'm back in Birmingham, back on Sky. The sky's the limit, I just can't wait to get going. Thank you.
Obviously, March the 28th, the first one out.
Yeah.
Looking forward to boxing at Sheffield Arena,
yeah.
Maybe even against a future opponent in Kelbrook, and then back here headlining on May the 9th.
Obviously, we're going to see Kelbrook. That's the aim for me to get a fight against Kelbrook by the end of the year or next year. For the IBF, number 5 now. So hopefully that can be maybe with the help of Eddie. And then Birmingham, what more can I ask for? The best support in the world. Thank you.
I know you boxed at Wolverhampton recently, and I saw that was a great atmosphere as well. Only 1,500 in there. I think we can do 7, 8, 9,000 fill the place at the NIA.
Most definitely, yeah. If you look at your 5 brothers, they can tell me all from different parts of Birmingham and the Midlands. So we can all be in a different crowd, and hopefully get all the other lads on the Gig brothers. You never know, one day we'll come in Lanford on the card. Birmingham. That was it.
Good stuff. As Adam mentioned as well, it's going to be a packed card, and early really in terms of development of the card. We secured the venue last week. Tickets will go on sale on week commencing February the 16th. So over the next week or so, you're going to get some big announcements about the fights on the card and also the opponents. Looking at the board behind, you'll see Matthew Macklin will make his return to Birmingham, and also after his loss in Dublin recently, he's actually taken part in Strictly Come Dancing in Ireland this week, so he couldn't be here. I spoke to him last night, but he's excited about getting his career back on track. We had a good chat, a long chat, and feel there's still opportunities for Matthew. We've already had some offers for some big fights in America, but he wants to come back to Birmingham and get his career back on track. 3 other guys I'm very, very excited about at this table. Some that don't talk too much in front of the media, so they're going to get a chance to do so today. I'm going to embarrass them duly. Firstly, down on the right, I think one of the most exciting young super bantamweights in the country, someone that I enjoyed watching in the GB squad. Used to watch him hit the bag, hit the pads in Sheffield, and just think he had a huge future. Already started well, had a little injury after he boxed on the George Groves card in September. We'll be back on March the 7th in Hull, and then he'll have a big fight here on May the 9th. Come out, talk about your career so far, and also you've been nagging me about coming to Birmingham, and now we're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be part of a good show with some good fighters on the bill, and I'm glad to be fighting in front of fans, friends and family, and I just can't wait to show everyone how good I am.
I think you may not know how important this is for you and the development of boxing in the Midlands, because you at this stage in your career as well, really the way we're going to progress here, hopefully 2, probably 3 shows a year in Birmingham, gives you a chance to be a headline actor when you're fighting for the titles.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to be the big name here soon, in a year, 2 years time. So I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing and get Birmingham behind me.
Someone who is definitely close to the big time, the brother, the one and only Kelly F.I., current Commonwealth, current IBF Intercontinental Champion, someone who was red hot at the start, picked up a small injury and now absolutely blazing on all cylinders again. Already talking world title shots for this year, obviously with yourself, and now you get the chance to do it. And again, something that's vital, to bring the world champions to here. Obviously we have to bring them over, pay them the money to come, and for that we need the support of people, we need fighters that can draw crowds, and now you get a chance to eventually headline in your hometown.
That's what it's all about. I've had the pleasure of travelling all over the country. I've had great support all over the place, but this is where I'm born and bred. It's a privilege to be back in Birmingham. It's at the game on Saturday, it's in the atmosphere there, all the fans that get behind, they're loyal, and this is what it's about. Bringing back a world title to Birmingham and making sure it happens this year, because I know I'm capable of it. I've got the power, I've got the speed, I've got the ability. Down to you.
No pressure. Obviously you're out as well on March 28th on the Kelbrook card. Interesting what you said, you've had to take your fans, you've sold plenty of tickets, whether it's in Dublin, whether it's in Sheffield, London, Hull, you boxed everywhere. And now obviously the chance to box in front of rich fans in Birmingham. You say the pressure's on me, we expect to see that translated in ticket sales for yourself, so don't get lazy. The big question is, who's going to sell the most tickets here out of you guys? Matthew Macklin's told me he's the main drawer here in Birmingham. You're telling me you sell plenty of tickets. You're a little bit hot and cold. Sometimes,
We've got 2.
Yeah, true. Someone who does sell a lot of tickets and he's really grown his fan base down here in Sam Eggington. What we like about Sam, and Sam is definitely my old man's favourite fighter in world boxing. He don't stop asking me, when's Sam Eggington on? When's Sam Eggington? Put Sam Eggington on. And Sam's, really come through on the blind side and fighting a really big fight on March 7th against Shane Singleton. I'm not sure there's a fighter who's exciting in British boxing right now as Sam Eggington, and he's got such a huge future. And I think you're just buzzing at the moment, Sam, living on the crest of the wave.
Yeah, like I say, since Southwide, I've been boxing on Sky Sports regular over that year or so. But Eddie said my fan base is growing, my tickets are going to cost them more often than going. So to get a big title shot on March 7th, I was out in Dublin that was great in Dublin, good weekend. To get a big title shot on March 7th, bring it back to Birmingham and hopefully defend it. It'll be a great night, especially in Birmingham.
I know that you and John, you know, you virtually fight anyone that's put in front of you. Judging by your progression and how we're looking to progress you, how do you see your career planning out over the next year, or you just take it as it comes?
Yeah, it's hard to say because obviously when I turned professional, I had no real ambition to win titles at all. I just wanted to make a bit of dough. So for me to turn around now and say, you know, I'm going to win titles or to pick a title which I want to win, I can't do that. But give me title shots and I'll fight for them, and hopefully I'll bring them all back.
One of the most honest analysis I've ever seen from a fight. But no, listen, you're bang on. But what I love about you, Sam, is you will fight anyone. And be guaranteed on May the 9th here you will have another major fight, and we're looking forward to backing you. And we love your attitude and we love your spirit. So everyone, thank you so much for coming today. Everyone's available for chats, one-on-one with the media. Thank you for your support. We're so excited about coming here on May the 9th, and it's not a one-off show. It's about development in boxing in the Midlands, development of these young fighters, and plenty more that we want to work with from this area. Obviously, a number of great trainers from the area. You know, we're already working with the likes of John Pegg and, you know, Max McCracken and Tom, and so many fighters that we're looking to give the opportunity here. So look out for information over the next couple of weeks on the fights being added to the bill. Tickets will go on sale week commencing February the 16th. And get behind the show, because we're really excited to come back here. There's been some great nights in the city over the years, and now you get a chance to do it all again. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you on May the 9th. Thank you very much.